language is a system of sign, sound, and meaning based on an agreement made by members of the community as a tool to conceptualize an identity. One of its notable characteristics is register, which studies how language is formed, used, and advanced based on its speaker. Slang is considered an informal register that is defined as a particular set of words that bounds members of the subculture or social group to set themselves apart from other communities. Slang is usually found in digital spaces, but has recently become more relevant due to its usage in news reports, marketplaces, television broadcasts, and several other mediums. Social changes motivated by the integration of the internet and the rise of social media users have a great impact on slang and its use in society as it adapts to new platforms. Furthermore, social media provides a space where people with the same interests can converge and engage to share their interest and show support of it. Thus, the space becomes the perfect breeding ground for fan communities, or what is known as fandoms. According to Nancy Bayham, fandom is defined as a group of people that is organized socially and fused through their collective appreciation of a pop culture object. This could be in support of books, movies, or even music. And when it comes to fandoms involving music, one cannot simply leave out the K-pop fandom as one of the most prevalent fandoms occupying the digital spaces today. K-pop is defined by Fear as pop songs in Korean that are marketed to a global audience. Despite it, K-pop fandom based in South Korea is as prominent as ever, identifying themselves with the use of slang words. This phenomenon can be observed through the drama
덕질이 세상을 아름답게 하리라.
In order to examine slang words, we must establish a general understanding of the difference of slang words and new words. New words refer to words that are created to express a new concept, or a word that already exists but is utilized in a new way or field. On one hand, new words could refer to words with a variety of uses and could easily be understood by anyone. Yet on the other hand, it could also refer to words with specific uses and only a small fraction of people understand. Meanwhile, slang words, as previously mentioned, refers to language only used and understood by members of a particular community. Thus, we can infer that slang words are a part of what is considered new words. Therefore, we will be using the National Institute of Korean Languages classification of new words in Korean based on its word formation process. They assign specific processes to single words and complex words to further detail its formation, as new words have characteristics that might not be present in the standard morphological process. Single words are made of a single free morpheme, while complex words are made of two or more morphemes. Complex words can be divided into two: compound words made up of free morphemes and derivative words made up of a bound morpheme and a free morpheme. Single words consist of creation and borrowing, compound words general compounding, blending, and abbreviation, while derivative words prefix and suffix derivation. Through the dialogization method, we were able to identify 24 of the most used K-pop fandom slang words found in the drama Her Private Life. Out of the 7 processes, only the creation process seemed to be absent. Let's go through the 6 processes by examining key examples from the 24 words identified. Starting off with single words. Borrowing refers to the process of adopting a word from a foreign language through assimilation.
그러니까 엄마 아빠가 덕후니까 나도 덕후인 거라고.
Doku means a fanatic, or a passionate fan, derived from the Japanese word otaku, which also has a similar meaning. It has been assimilated using the closest sounds found in the Korean language. It is then further shortened to the term doku for ease of use. Next, we have compound words. Starting with general compounding, that refers to the process of joining two root words as it is.
난 시안이가 신하길님 1대1 팬미팅 해준다고 해도 인정. 나도 인정.
Fan meeting is a combination of two English words, fan and meeting. Despite it, it is considered as a word formed through general compounding, because the combination of those two words are not commonly used in English. Fan meeting is an event in which idols can interact with fans, or a form of mini-concert. Then, we have blending, or the process of joining a part of two different words, usually a clipped syllable from each of the words.
몰라요. 지나고 나서야 알지. 그게 덕통사고인지.
Dokdongsago is made up of a portion of odoku meaning fanatic and gyotongsago meaning traffic accident. The word mashes the two into a blended word that means the moment fans unexpectedly encounter their favorite idol and start liking them. Lastly, from compound words, we have abbreviation, or the shortening of a word, phrase, or sentence.
나에겐 시안이가 있잖아. 난 시안이 보러 온 거야. 덕업일치?
Dokopilchi is a shortened form of the sentence Doktilgwa Jigobi Ilchi Handa, which roughly translates to fangirling and word coinciding. Doktilgwa means and fangirling, Jigobi means the job, while Ilchi Handa means coinciding. In the case of derivative words, there are two processes. Prefix derivation refers to the addition of a prefix to a word, or an affix to the beginning of a word.
당신의 최애가 되어줄게요.
The word chue combines the prefix chue, which adds the meaning of the most, and the Hanja-derived word which means love and affection. Chue refers to a person's favorite idol or favorite member in a group. On the other hand, suffix derivation refers to the addition of a suffix to a word, or an affix to the end of a word.
너희들도 빠순이라 부르잖아.
The word pasuni combines a segment of the word opabude and the suffix suni. Opabude itself is a slang iteration that refers to a group of fans that support their favorite idol. It is combined with the suffix suni that adds the meaning of a teenage girl. Thus, the word pasuni narrows the meaning of opabude into a group of female fans that avidly support their favorite idol. In examining the words that contain the morpheme dok and pa, one characteristic can be seen as a defining character to the Korean slang word formation. A monosyllabic morpheme can represent an entire concept that contributes to the meaning of the eventually formed word. For example, in both Doktong Sago and Dokop Ilchi, words containing the morpheme dok will refer specifically to a fan's experience. The same can be observed in the word pasuni, as pa represents the whole of Opa Bude. One can argue that pa in pasuni was derived only from the word Opa, yet it would turn the meaning of the resulting word into Opa's girl. Thus, one can infer that the morpheme pa represents the more specific meaning of Opa Bude. In summary, this table displays all 24 words identified and their classification based on how the word is formed. Only 6 of 7 processes can be found in accordance with the drama Her Private Life. 3 out of 24 are considered single words, and all 3 were formed through the process of borrowing. The remaining 21 words are considered complex words, mostly created through the process of blending. In the face of this study, the classification result is not representative of K-pop fandom slang words as a whole. Moreover, Korean slang words, as it only takes into account K-pop fandom slang words found in the drama. We can conclude that K-pop fandom slang words found in the drama Her Private Life are formed through foreign loan words, combining existing words in whole or segments, abbreviations of a phrase or a sentence, and the attachment of an affix to a word. That concludes my explanation on how K-pop fandom slang words are formed in the drama Her Private Life. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.